Hey, what is up everybody? Stalkystorm back again for yet another week. Thank you for joining me. This week I will be doing basically just a chat on some updates with Call of Duty League play essentially. It's been a while since I've spoken too much about it. There's sort of been quick updates here and there. But they just recently did an update, I believe it was in the past week because I've only just noticed it in that sort of period of time. So if it happened before then, so be it, but I've only known about it in the last week. And that's, they've done a few updates on how league play sort of works. As previously, as I've gone through, the way it sort of worked was I would basically, I did my 5 games to qualify to determine where I rank overall and my skill level, so it'd sort of try and match me with that level within it. And then from there, you'd have your games, you'd get placed into a set division, I guess is what you'd call it, and yeah, you sort of get ranked from there. I think it's generally tries to be about 50 people per division. And you get ranked in there. So you play people in different divisions and all that. You don't just play those 50, but that's what you get ranked against. But yeah, they seem to have changed it now that you basically, it seems to be a week long. As for each division would last, I think it was about 3 days, and you get re-ranked into a different division. You get your end of what they call it, sort of end of season, but there's only like 3 days per season or something. And that's when you'd get your level ups and your ranking ups and all that. But now it seems to be a week long event, and then after that you'll get re-ranked again. But now instead of just getting ranked into those division of 50 players, you actually get set into certain conferences, I guess, you know, because I'm not going to say divisions, so it'd be certain conference, and then you're in a division, a subdivision of that conference, where the conferences, I forget what they're all called, but there's competitor, which is the lowest ranked players, then it's like advanced, then like elite, and then I think it's like master. So basically it's pros, almost pros, semi-pro, good players, and then competitor is your bottom of the barrel and all that. Surprise, surprise, I was put in the competitor barrel. I'm in that group, and then I'm in some subdivision with the 50 people or whatever. But it might balance it up a bit, because I still don't like exactly how their ranking works, because they've done that part now. They're separated into those groups, but yeah, it's still all ranked upon your victories. There's still no individual. Your individual performance does make a difference now as to getting ranked into a competitor, elite, whatever the hell you call them. But as for the actual ranking in the weekly gaming, it doesn't really matter what your individual scoreline is. It's still whether you win or lose seems to be the only thing that affects it. So it shows they're working on it. It shows that they are improving. They are updating it and all that, trying to make it a bit better. But I'd still just like to see. Because even though, and I'm not saying that I'm getting screwed in this way, because it's not like I'm going 20-2 and not getting ranked up. But as we spoke about a few weeks ago, I was a recipient of some bad team play, where it would end up being 5-on-2 or even 5-on-1 in a couple of matches. So when it's only where you win or lose, and I'm not going to win a 5v1 game, it does make it a lot tougher to rank up. But with that being said, the last week I actually did rank up a little bit. I finished, I think it was 22nd. I think I finished 22nd in my group, and it's top 25 get like rank up points. So I finally got my first rank up points. I'm still rank 1, but I think it's, you gotta get 3 gems as they give you to rank up. I got 2 gems, and now I need to get 1 more. And the last I checked for this week, I was ranked 7th. So I'd imagine it'd have to go pretty bad for me to drop right out of the top 25 from there. Could happen, probably would happen. So I need to get back on there and play a few more games to try and get some wins. Because yeah, I started off with some good wins this week. I've had about 4 games or 5 games, because as previous experience, I still have that long wait in lobbies, so it is tough for me to get a whole lot of games in, because when it's like a 10 minute plus wait, The other week I was like an hour and a half before I finally got my first game. It is tough to get game after game. And I sort of lost a bit of interest as well this week, just because we all know Search and Destroy is my least favourite mode, and out of the 4 games, I'm pretty sure it was 4 games I played, 3 of them were Search and Destroy, and then 1 hardpoint. Like, I'd love to get more control. I enjoy control. I'd love to get a lot more hardpoint. That is my favourite of the 3. And Search and Destroy, I just don't enjoy it as much. Partly because I'm not that good, so I don't win the gunfight, so I get eliminated fairly quick. It is a communication-heavy game mode. I do understand that. I'm sure people will probably watch me play and hear about me play and think, well, you're not talking, you're not doing the whole squad thing, but that's just not the way I like to play online. So I understand that's going to affect my experience in and my success in Search and Destroy, but I'm just going to keep trying to play my roles in silence. And then when you do, because it is just the 1 life basically, so you start the round. If you get killed early, then you're just sitting watching for the round, and if the round lasts any amount of time, then you're sitting there for quite a while just watching. And at the same time, it's a minimum 6 round match. Like, it goes on for a fair bit. I don't know where the best of 11 game modes come from. Like, that's, best of 5 or best of 7 to me would make a bit more sense, make a bit more quick paced. To have to get first to 6, so best of 11, just really drags out, especially and then even if it is a close match, both teams are doing well, you end up 5-5 and then get 6-5 win. It just takes you, to me, I don't enjoy the actual gameplay of it, and then I don't like how it can be such a long. Like, I did get demolished. I think we lost 6-1 in one of the games. I think we got absolutely destroyed in one of the games this week. And it wasn't because we had people drop out. I think I pretty much had the full squad. We might have one. Might have ended up being 5v4. But even that's not too big of a deal if you got a decent squad. But we didn't have that good of a squad, and we just got wiped. And when you got to sit there and go through 6 rounds and only get the 1, I just don't like it. So I'd like to see a bit more rotation of the game modes, get a bit more hardpoint in, get some more control, definitely, because control is definitely the one that seems to be rarely used. When I first started playing in the league play, there was quite a bit of hardpoint, and there was sort of mostly a hardpoint and a little bit of Search and Destroy, and pretty much no control. Then it sort of started to even up between the hardpoint and Search and Destroy with the occasional control. And now it just seems to be Search and Destroy. So whether I'm just jumping at the wrong times, and they do have some rotation depending on the daily basis, but yeah, I just don't like Search and Destroy. It's not my game mode. I'd love to be able to get more hardpoint and more control. I believe I'd do a lot better in those. But yeah, so that's essentially the changes in how the ranking system itself works. The only other sort of major change that I can think off the top of my head is in the Search and Destroy as well, and this goes against me yet again, is they've actually changed and updated how specialists' equipment works. As we all know, it used to be on a timer essentially, so every few seconds you'd get a little tick and get a little bit closer again your equipment, and then your extra kills would give you an extra bonus little tick to help you get you quicker. But now equipment for specialists is solely kill point based, so it's not kill based, it's point based. So I'm sure I can hard point and control and all that as you get your points from getting the zones. It would increase it as well, but kills obviously is the big one, getting 150 points or wherever it is for it. So for someone like me who I can Search and Destroy, I've got no chance of getting especially, and I'm not complaining because I understand it's up to me to get better. I'm just giving you an update on what they've done with the change and my sort of views as to how it affects me personally, in that I will struggle to get it because I do suck, but that's just the way it's got to be. It's got to be up to me to get better, to improve and all that. But yeah, it's a change that goes against me, but that's the way it goes. It's just, yeah, up to me to improve and get a bit better. So I've watched a few videos, got a few ideas. I've got an idea of testing out a new sight with my ICR, and there's a new gun I might try and run with as well. But it'll be unlocked in League because everything's unlocked in League as long as it's legal within the competition. But I might get a bit of practice in some team deathmatch and that with it as well. But I won't give away what it is. I'll give a bit of practice, see how I go with it before I start talking it up big. Give it a try, get my ass kicked with it, and then just throw it away. So that's basically sort of the main updates I can think of, my main experience with League play this week. So it was alright. Like, it's just annoying with the 3 search and destroys out of 4 games, but I'm pretty sure I had a 3-win, 1-loss ratio for the week. Won 2 of the search and destroys, won the hard point. Actually, the hard point we absolutely demolished. It ended up being like 250. Hopefully I record it. If not, I might do the theatre replay of it. But I'm pretty sure it was like 250 to 70 or 250 to 60. Like, we literally just destroyed them. We were up to 160 and I don't think we're over 20 points yet. So that was a really good match. Like, it's amazing how winning makes it so much more fun. But so we made them a 100-point club. We just absolutely wiped before them. But yeah, so despite the fact it was search and destroy 3 out of 4 games, it was a good week. 3-1 end of result for the end of the week. This round will still be going, so I have to get back in there, try and make sure I push up a bit higher, not get too overconfident and play too many games. It's still a balance with me, because obviously I can't affect the outcome too much personally, so I don't want to play too many games and risk getting too many losses to drop me down the rankings. But I've got to try and get that nice little balance of playing enough games. I do get a few wins and enough wins to get up the rankings, to progress and rank up. So that's sort of my challenge at the moment. But that's pretty much all the stuff on World or League play this week. The other update with Call of Duty is they recently released the new Blackout map Alcatraz. There's probably footage going on during this video. I was planning on doing a video in it just to see about it, give it a try, but I noticed that it is quads only. You can't do solo Blackout, so as we all know, I do not like doing quads, and I'm not good enough really to probably do any good solo squads in this one. So we'll see how we go, if I can be bothered actually attempting it, seeing if I can last long enough for there to be any decent footage. Because if you're in a squad and you die within this one, the way Alcatraz works, it's similar to the it was one of the most Blackout had. I can't remember what it's called now. It's like I was going to say Last Man Standing, but anyway, it's like when you die, as long as the squad member is still alive within the game, you can come back and parachute back in and keep going. So Alcatraz works the same way. So again, that's why being solo would really suck, because basically if I die, I'm out. But if I kill people, as long as they've got squads left, they can keep coming back. So it's an endless just wave of enemies against me, which if it's a Realm Royale, I would dominate and be able to survive. But in Call of Duty, I can't do that. So it'd be interesting to see how long I could actually last. So maybe I'll just do a video for this, just for the sake of seeing how long I can actually last in it. But other than that, that's pretty much all the news for Call of Duty. Other than that, I've just been playing a few random games, getting those achievements up. I've already reached my quota for this month. I'm up to about 2,500, which I know is not that 3,000, but with last week getting the extra, I think it was 1,300. I got 4,300 overall for the month of March. You add that with the 2,500, I'm well over the 3,000 quota for this month, and then got an additional ones for starting in May. So I'll keep working on that to make May nice and easy. But other than that, that'll be all for this week. Stalkystorm out. Catch ya.